And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And you know, I meet people in town a lot that say they watch the show. So thank you so very much if you watch the show. I was at the dollar stop the other day buying some books for the church giveaway Halloween night. And lady, I had on my sunglasses. She was so cute. She said, "Are you incognito so people won't recognize you and know who you are?" I said, "Gosh, I hadn't even thought about it. I just had on my sunglasses. I didn't take them off when I went to the store." And but she was really cute. She said, "I watch your show every day." And she said, "The part I really like is the part where you tell us events that are coming up so that we don't miss anything in Cleveland." So I'm glad to know that some of you do watch and get the events, because this is, you know, there's a lot of things. People that say there's nothing to do in Cleveland, oh, dear Gussie, they just really don't look at the events that are going on. And one way you can find out what's going on, and I've told you this before, go to clevelandchamber.com, and up in the upper left-hand corner, there's an icon that says One Community, One Calendar. And you can click on that, and it'll tell you things that have been registered with the chamber. You do not have to be a member of the chamber to register that, and it will tell you things that are going on all the month of October, November, and right now is a busy time, folks. We're going October, we've got Halloween, we've got Thanksgiving, and then we've got Christmas. And as a former minister of mine he used to call it Hallowthankmas. And so that's the season we're in right now, Hallowthankmas. So there are some things going on, and I have tried to find some things that you might be interested in. There's the Tween Movie Matinee at the library on Sunday the 28th, and it's multi-age, and it's at 1:30, and the film is Coco, and it's 105 minutes long. Now, I'm not familiar with the movie Coco. I have a little picture here with the official trailer. Despite his family's generation-old ban on music, young Miguel dreams of becoming an accomplished musician. And so that should be very, very interesting. And all these things at the library are free, folks. So be at the library on the 28th at 1:30 if you're interested in seeing that. Now, I will tell you that the library will close early. They're going to close at 6 p.m. on Halloween. One of the reasons for that is the block party. All the parking downtown gets crammed, and people park at the library and walk down for the main events at the block party. So they will be closed. Now, there's some other things that are happening, and you know how I fuss, and I'm going to fuss at this. There's an adult movie matinee at the library, The Others, with Nicole Kidman, and it's PG-13, 1 hour and 44 minutes, but I don't know when, because it's in the paper, in the banner, but they didn't tell us when. And I'll tell you something else that was in the banner. I was trying to talk about it, and I left a message to see if anybody from this organization wants to come on and talk about this. Post-Mortem Haunted Trail. And it will be at the Tri-State Exhibition Center. And my producer, Alex, was in here, and I read him this whole article, and we could not find out. We know where. It's going to be at the Tri-State Exhibition Center. We also know that they're not going to be open on block party night, but we don't know when they open and when they start. So we went to the Facebook page, and we think we may have some information for you. First of all, if you're going to do the Post-Mortem Haunted Trail, it's recommended for 13 and up only. It is scary, folks. It's not like Spirits, Legends, and Lores. This thing will have people jumping out saying boo. And the costumes they have, some people will be wearing masks, and some people will have makeup on, and this thing is scary. So it's from 8 until 12 p.m. This month. We think the opening date is October the 19th. That's the best we could come up with, at the Tri-State Exhibition Center. Now, if it's bad weather, because this is a haunted trail, if it's bad weather, they will be closed. So here's your information. postmortem.myfreesites.net. And you can also call 706-339-4917. That's 706-339-4917. The admission is $15. Their profits go to charity. It did not say which charities, but charity, that's good. and they only accept cash. They don't take checks, and they don't have a credit card little things. So, so that should be, if somebody wants something scary for Halloween, that's where you need to go, to the Post-Mortem Haunted Trails at Tri-State Exhibition Center from 8 to 12, starting on the 19th, I think. Now, we had Dwight on here to tell you about this Friday, the 12th. We will have the Spirits, Legends, and Lores. Roughly 7 stories will be told. Basically true stories that have been embellished a little. Judy told you that they do embellish a little bit to try to keep the facts there. And then also on November 17th, the Cleveland Storyteller Guild will have their celebration so that they can, and it's free. Now the tickets for the Spirits, Legend, and Lore are $10, and they may be purchased at the Bank of Cleveland downtown or at the Chamber of Commerce. I have been for 3 years to this event, and folks, it's great. And there's 2 seatings this year, 6:30 and 8. Last year they only had 1 seating, and they had to turn people away. So it is a fundraiser for the Allied Arts and the Cleveland Storytellers Guild. And if you're noticing this little ghost pin I have on, I have these at the Red Ribbon. I have all kinds of neat Halloween stuff at the Red Ribbon, folks. But he lights up, he changes colors, so you're not seeing things. Now, when I had Andrew Hunt on the other day, we talked about some of the things that, the classes that they offer in computers, IT, at the library. And so if you jumped in, if you didn't jump in the 1st and the 8th, you may not want to jump in now. But let me tell you about November, because we have basic Windows on the 5th, the basics of Excel on the 6th, now this is November, and basics of Words on the 7th. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then go to the next week, 12, 13, 14. You have Windows, Excel, Word, and these are all from 9 to 11. And then the 19th, 20th, and 21st, and the 26th, 27th, and 28th. So you can go to clevelandlibrary.org and find out their schedule on all of these things that you might be interested in doing. Because I think, you know, I'm on the computer every day at the shop, and I know there's a lot of things I don't know and that I need to know, but I don't have time to go find out about it. Okay, now Pumpkin Town in Athens will be from 10 to 5 on Saturday the 13th. Saturday the 13th in Pumpkin Town in Athens from 10 to 5. That's always a wonderful event, folks. They have all kinds of things going on down there. And in fact, Judy has told stories there some. I forgot to ask her if she was telling there this time, but she didn't mention it. So then we have Wings Over North Georgia will be October 13th and 14th at the Russell Regional Airport in Rome, Georgia. And the headlining in the 2018 weekend will be the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor and A-10 Thunderbolt II demonstration team. Tickets are available online, and they've got that up on the screen for you so you can see how you can go online and get those tickets. I know several people from Cleveland that have gone down there before and that are planning on going down there this year. So that is great, folks. Now we have the Apple Festival, and I have called and left a message hoping I can get somebody from the Apple Festival to come out and talk to us about it. Saturday, because they do all kinds of things that day, and for 2 days. It's Saturday, October the 20th from 10 to 6, and Sunday, October 21st from 1 to 6, and it's right around the courthouse square. There is a price, an admission price, to get in, and there's a price for the weekend or a price for single days, and so you can go on that website, www.clevelandapple-festival.org, and find out about that. Then I've got Catherine Patton coming on. I've forgotten what day she's coming on, but she's going to come on and talk to us about Love Nancy's Wine for the Mind. It's a fundraiser to benefit Love Nancy. And Love Nancy is a wonderful group of people that work with Alzheimer's patients and also their caregivers to try to give a little bit of time. You know, if you're a caregiver, folks, you want a little bit of you time. You want to be able to go to the grocery store. You want to be able to go get your hair cut. You want to be able to do some things. And sometimes when you're a caregiver, you can't. And so that's what Catherine does with this. Her mother died of early onset Alzheimer's at a very young age, and so, or to me, a very young age. And so I will get Catherine on to tell you about that. Now, we know that the block party is the 31st in downtown Cleveland, and it's down around the courthouse square. And we have a lot of things going on. The courthouse stage, the Cleveland Dance and Performing Arts Center will be there. Then the Sullivan Band will take over at 6, and the Answer Band will take over at 8. Now, the fun stage at the Post Office Annex, at 6 o'clock there will be a costume contest sponsored by our always faithful Mars Chocolate, and at 7 o'clock electronic dance music by Velocity of Sound DJs. Back alley stage at 6 o'clock will be convertible. Now, they have Treat Street will open at 6 o'clock. Thank you, Mars Chocolate. They do our Treat Street bags. Years ago when the city and county police and sheriff's department started doing this to keep children off the streets for Halloween, we would have to go buy, Main Street would have to go buy truckloads and truckloads of candy and have all this candy on Treat Street. Now Mars does that for us, and we're so appreciative of them doing that. Treat Street will open at 6 o'clock. There'll be people lined up there at 5:30. There'll be people lined up there at 5 o'clock, maybe even 4:30, maybe even 4 o'clock. I don't think we've run out in years past since Mars has been doing this, but they give out thousands of treat bags. There'll be inflatable jump houses and slides, and there'll be vendors all around the square with great food and also with things that they do, their organizations, to tell you what they do. We have several sponsors on that. The platinum level is Check into Cash and Mars Chocolate of North America. Gold level is Coca-Cola Consolidated and Dare City of Cleveland. Silver level is Andrew Johnson Bank, Dare of Bradley County, Larry Hill Ford, Pinnacle Financial Partners, Pioneer Jewelry, Pioneer Auto, Waste Connections of Tennessee. And then you have bronze labels, which are Cleveland State Community College, First Tennessee Bank, G. Scott Canavas, Vocker of Charleston. And then this print really gets small. So, and we have some in-kind people. But it starts at 5 o'clock, from 5 to 10, downtown around the square. And the Answer Band is the feature band this year for the block party. So from 5 till 10, we will be downtown. I think we're checking to see, but the last couple of years, I've done my program from the block party, so we'll check and see if I'm doing that again. I know that Broad Street Church Sanctuary will be open. We'll give out water and books for children, upper room devotionals if anybody's interested. You can come in and visit with us, sit down and listen to the organ playing. Not really creepy music, but playing classical music that has a little bit of a to it, you know, that you think, oh my gosh. So we will have that going on there at Broad Street. So there'll be other things up and down the street, which should be wonderful, wonderful. And you really, if you bring your children to the block party, and you should, be sure you keep an eye on them. One year I worked the lost kids booth, and actually I had some lost grandparents. But you want to keep an eye on your kid, because there's everybody from everywhere at the block party, folks. So you want to be sure that you have your eyes and hands on your kids. It's been a great day in Nancy's neighborhood. We've talked about a lot of things. And I appreciate those of you that watch this show, and tell me when you see me out on the street or in the store shopping somewhere that you do watch the show, because I appreciate each and every one of you. So for today, it's been a nice fall day in Nancy's neighborhood. So bye-bye.